Competitive advantage is one of the most important concepts in strategic management and serves as the foundation of organizational success. In highly competitive markets, organizations cannot rely solely on participation in an industry to achieve superior performance. Instead, they must develop distinctive capabilities that allow them to create greater value for customers than competitors. These capabilities become sources of competitive advantage and determine long-term profitability, growth, and enterprise value creation. Within the global MBA curriculum, the course Competitive Advantage and Business Models examines how organizations create, sustain, and renew competitive advantages through strategic capabilities, innovation, resources, and business model design. The study of competitive advantage directly supports the program's objective of enabling leaders to formulate sustainable strategies in dynamic global markets. Leading MBA programs emphasize strategic resources, value creation, and industry positioning, and highlights decision-making, innovation, and business model development. Together, these perspectives recognize that competitive advantage is not merely about outperforming competitors today, but about building capabilities that remain valuable in the future. In today's environment of digital disruption, globalization, artificial intelligence, and rapid innovation, competitive advantage has become increasingly difficult to establish and sustain. Organizations must continuously identify, strengthen, and renew their sources of advantage. 2. What is competitive advantage? Competitive advantage exists when an organization creates greater value for customers and stakeholders than its competitors. Value can be created through lower cost, superior quality, innovation, customer experience, brand reputation, unique capabilities. A company possesses competitive advantage when customers consistently prefer its products or services, and when competitors find it difficult to replicate the source of that advantage. Competitive advantage generally results in higher profitability, increased market share, stronger customer loyalty, sustainable growth, superior shareholder returns. Example: Apple Incorporated has built competitive advantage through innovation, ecosystem integration, brand strength, and customer experience. Customers willingly pay premium prices because of perceived value that competitors struggle to replicate. 3. Competitive advantage versus competitive parity. Not every capability creates competitive advantage. Organizations typically operate at one of three levels. Competitive disadvantage. Performance is below industry standards. Examples: outdated technology, poor customer service, inefficient operations. Competitive parity. Capabilities match competitors but do not create differentiation. Examples: standard accounting systems, common production technologies, industry standard processes. Competitive advantage. Capabilities exceed competitors and create superior value. Examples: proprietary technology, strong brand equity, superior innovation systems. Strategic leaders seek to move beyond parity towards sustainable advantage. 4. Sources of competitive advantage. Competitive advantage originates from several strategic sources. Cost advantage. Organizations achieve cost advantage when they can produce goods or services at lower costs than competitors. Sources include economies of scale, efficient operation, supply chain optimization, process automation, technology investments. Example: Walmart Incorporated leverages purchasing power, logistics efficiency, and operational excellence to maintain cost leadership. Cost advantages support competitive pricing and profitability. Differentiation advantage. Differentiation occurs when customers perceive products or services as unique and valuable. Sources include product quality, innovation, design, customer service, brand reputation. Example: Apple Incorporated differentiates through product design, ecosystem integration, software experience, and innovation. Differentiation enables premium pricing and customer loyalty. Focus advantage. Organizations may achieve advantage by serving specific market segments more effectively than competitors. Sources include specialized expertise, deep customer understanding, niche market focus. Example: Rolls-Royce Motor Cars focuses on ultra-premium customers rather than the mass automobile market. Focus strategies often generate strong customer loyalty within targeted segments. 5. Resource-based view, RBV. One of the most influential explanations of competitive advantage is the resource-based view, RBV. RBV argues that sustainable competitive advantage originates from unique organizational resources and capabilities rather than industry position alone. Resources include tangible resources. Examples: financial capital, manufacturing facilities, equipment, distribution networks. Intangible resources. Examples: brand reputation, intellectual property, organizational culture, customer relationships, data assets. Modern organizations increasingly derive value from intangible resources. Example: Microsoft Corporation benefits from software ecosystems, intellectual property, cloud infrastructure, and customer relationships. These resources are difficult for competitors to replicate. 6. The VRIO framework. The VRIO framework helps determine whether resources create sustainable competitive advantage. A resource must satisfy 4 criteria. Valuable. Does it create customer value or improve performance? Rare. Is it possessed by relatively few competitors? Inimitable. Is it difficult or costly to copy? Organized. Can the organization effectively exploit the resource? Example: Amazon.com, Inc.'s logistics network satisfies VRIO criteria because it creates customer value, is difficult to replicate, and is supported by sophisticated organizational systems. Resources that meet all 4 criteria often become sources of sustainable competitive advantage.
7. Core competencies. Core competencies are organizational capabilities that enable superior performance across multiple activities. Characteristics include unique expertise, broad applicability, customer value creation, difficulty of imitation. Core competencies often integrate multiple resources and skills. Example: Toyota Motor Corporation developed world-class manufacturing expertise through the Toyota Production System. This capability supports efficiency, quality, and continuous improvement. Core competencies frequently become the foundation for long-term strategic success. 8. Innovation as a source of competitive advantage. Innovation remains one of the most powerful drivers of competitive advantage. Organizations pursue product innovation, developing new products and services, process innovation, improving efficiency and effectiveness, business model innovation, creating new methods of value creation and capture, strategic innovation, developing entirely new approaches to competition. Example: Netflix Incorporated achieved competitive advantage through business model innovation by transitioning from DVD rentals to streaming and content production. Innovation helps organizations stay ahead of competitors and adapt to changing environments. 9. Brand equity and reputation. Strong brands create significant competitive advantages. Benefits include customer trust, premium pricing, reduced marketing costs, customer loyalty, competitive differentiation. Example: the Coca-Cola Company benefits from one of the world's most recognized brands. Brand equity represents an intangible asset that competitors cannot easily duplicate. Reputation often becomes increasingly valuable over time. 10. Customer relationships and experience. Customer-centric organizations frequently outperform competitors. Sources of customer-based advantage include customer satisfaction, meeting or exceeding expectations, customer loyalty, encouraging repeat business, customer data, understanding customer behavior, personalized experiences, delivering customized value. Example: Amazon.com, Inc. uses customer data and personalization to strengthen relationships and improve customer experiences. Strong customer relationships create switching costs and enhance retention. 11. Technology and digital capabilities. Technology increasingly serves as a major source of competitive advantage. Examples include artificial intelligence, machine learning, data analytics, cloud computing, automation, digital platforms. Technology enables improved efficiency, enhanced customer experiences, new business models, better decision-making. Example: NVIDIA Corporation has built competitive advantage through advanced semiconductor design and AI-related technologies. Digital capabilities are becoming essential across nearly all industries. 12. Organizational culture and human capital. People and culture represent powerful but often overlooked sources of competitive advantage. Advantages arise from talent quality, highly skilled employees, leadership capability, strong strategic leadership, learning culture, continuous improvement and innovation, employee engagement, motivated and committed workforce. Example: Google LLC has historically benefited from a culture that supports innovation, collaboration, and knowledge sharing. Organizational culture is difficult to imitate and often contributes to sustainable advantage. 13. Sustainability and ESG as emerging sources of advantage. Modern organizations increasingly create advantage through environmental stewardship, social responsibility, ethical governance, sustainable innovation. Benefits include investor confidence, customer trust, regulatory support, risk reduction. Organizations that integrate ESG principles effectively often strengthen long-term competitiveness. Example: Tesla Incorporated leveraged sustainability trends to create a powerful market position within the automotive industry. Sustainability is becoming an increasingly important strategic differentiator. 14. Sustaining competitive advantage. Creating competitive advantage is difficult. Sustaining it is even more challenging. Organizations must continuously innovate, invest in capabilities, adapt to environmental changes, strengthen customer relationships, develop talent, monitor competitors. Sustainable advantage depends on strategic renewal and continuous learning. Companies that rely solely on past strengths often experience competitive decline. 15. Competitive advantage and enterprise value creation. The ultimate purpose of competitive advantage is enterprise value creation. Competitive advantages enable organizations to generate superior returns, improve profitability, strengthen resilience, increase growth opportunities, enhance shareholder wealth. The Global MBA program emphasizes that competitive advantage is the central objective of strategic management. Organizations that successfully develop valuable, rare, difficult-to-imitate capabilities while continuously adapting to change are best positioned to achieve sustainable growth and long-term value creation. Key takeaways. 1. Competitive advantage exists when an organization creates greater value than competitors. 2. Major sources include cost leadership, differentiation, and market focus. 3. The resource-based view explains advantage through unique resources and capabilities. 4. The VRIO framework evaluates whether resources can create sustainable advantage. 5. Core competencies represent organizational strengths that drive superior performance. 6. Innovation remains one of the most important sources of long-term competitiveness. 7. Brand equity, customer relationships, and reputation are powerful intangible assets. 8. Technology and digital capabilities increasingly shape competitive success. 9. Organizational culture and human capital are difficult to imitate sources of advantage. 10. Sustainable competitive advantage requires continuous renewal, innovation, adaptation, and strategic investment to create long-term enterprise value.